Hi guys, it's Lillian, the Postmodern mom from the Postmodern family, and welcome to our channel. This video is just showing you our garden this year. This is our second summer, and I want to take you through what we're growing. So this year we decided to grow some more vegetables that I think we eat more often. So let me take you through my favorite patch of the garden, which is our raised bed garden, which I bought on Amazon.co.uk. You can find the link below if you wanted to buy one yourself. And then we filled it up with compost and topsoil. And so it has the most nutrient-rich soil. And so I planted in some rockets, and next to it, some butterhead lettuces. And then next to those are some spinach. And I also left some space to put my kale in, but I haven't moved it into the raised bed garden yet. So I did plant the rocket really tight, close together, which is what they say. You only need about 3 inches apart is what I believe it said. But as you can see, it's growing really well, and I love rocket, so we're gonna have a lot of rocket salad this summer. Near it, we decided to create 2 rows. And what was supposed to be a row of courgettes and then a row of cucumbers. But as you can see, I think I planted my cucumbers out a little bit too early because there was a windy day a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was just last week, and it just killed them all. So they're all just there dying or dead already. But hopefully the courgettes are in good condition and hopefully are growing well. They grew quite large indoors, and I think I was eager to plant them out because I was worried that they were growing too much indoors. But now I think that I probably put them out too early because they don't look like they're faring very well. The other big difference with them though is I didn't prepare the soil as much as I would have if I was doing it myself. Felipe was helping me. So he was helping me dig up the soil and turn it and make these rows. And so I typically would throw a lot of compost in there, make sure the soil is nutrient rich, but I didn't ask that of my husband Felipe because it seemed like a lot of work for him, and so I didn't ask that of him, which could be why they're not doing very well. Now in the back by the fence, I put our vine tomatoes, which we grew last year really, really well. So I'm hoping that they're gonna grow really well this year, but once again, they're just not looking so healthy, not very green, kind of yellowing in the leaves, and I don't know why. Now, let's move over to the middle patch of our garden. This is a new patch of our garden. Last year, this is our second summer in this house with this big back garden. Last year, this plot here was full of, random shrubs and flowers and bushes. And so nothing came out that was really beautiful. So I didn't think I needed to keep them all, and I would rather plant more vegetables. So I decided to dig all that up. And this I did prepare myself. I did pretty much everything in terms of turning the soil, taking out the weeds, taking out the rocks as much as I could. There's so many rocks in there. And then planting in a row of onions, 2 rows of potatoes, but one I planted after chitting for a week, and then the second after 2 weeks. And as you can tell, it looks like the second week row ended up dying or something. They have not come up. So I think I know better now next time to just put them in the ground. It's okay if after chitting that they don't sprout very many little nubbies. Because my potato plants look like they're growing really well. Now, this is my first time planting potatoes and growing them, so I really don't know what's happening underneath the ground. I did read that I was supposed to cover up the first leaves at first, so I did that for these first 3 plants that came up quicker than the others. And then, for the rest, the baby came, and then I just left it. So I have not covered them up with dirt. Next to that, I have 2 rows of Brussels sprouts. So as you can see, some of these Brussels sprout plants are much bigger than the other ones, and I do know that I'm supposed to cover them and prevent animals from eating them, but I just don't have the netting that I need. So I just left them out, hoping that the animals wouldn't eat them all. They did eat some leaves, as you can tell, but I do have a couple that are still looking pretty good. So also my first year planting Brussels sprouts, and I'm looking forward to seeing if I'm successful. The next plot over here is also a new plot. It last year had some, flowering bushes that I thought were okay, but I decided to turn it into another plot. But this one, Felipe prepared for me, And I did not ask him to add compost, so it could be not very nutrient soil. And so we're supposed to be planting, these are vine tomatoes, and they don't look like they're faring very well. We also did this contraption trying to support them because I couldn't find any supports easy and cheap online. So we used what we had and created this thing. And as you can tell, some of them are looking really, really bad. And honestly, I just don't care too much because I just had a baby. So it's okay if I end up, losing that crop and not having any tomatoes come out of those vine tomatoes. I also planted them out much later than expected because I was pregnant and I just kept putting it off. So when we planted them out, they were already really tall and falling over. And I think that it was too late to plant them out at that point. I should have planted them out earlier than that. There's the teepee of runner beans that I kept up from last year. I never took these bamboo rods down. And they're up there from last year. And I planted 2 runner beans in them. And within the first 2 days, some animal ate all of the leaves. So as you can tell, it's really puny, and I hope it's not dead. I did put some more seeds in to germinate and try again, so we'll see if I have time to put them out when they're big enough. And then the last plot is the corn plot. So I used the same spot last year to grow sweet corn, which was really successful. And it was from a pack that was given to my daughter Doris for her birthday. And so she planted those and they were really successful. So this year I went and bought some organic sweet corn seeds and are hoping that they will grow just as successful as last year. So we're looking forward to a really nice crop, some food, and when this coronavirus thing hit, I was immediately thinking we need to grow our own food just in case we run out of food and we can't get any from the grocery store. Thankfully, we have been able to get groceries delivered from Tesco and from Abel and Cole, but who knows? This thing has not been lifted yet, even though it seems like stay alert is a bit more lax maybe than stay home, but we're hoping that lockdown will be lifted very soon and then we won't have any issues getting food and we can just grow food leisurely for leisure. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below, let me know what you're growing, give me some tips. I'm sure I'm doing a lot of things wrong, and I would love to read your comments. And check us out on Patreon if you would like to find out more about us and to have some live streams with us every now and then. And you can also check out our merchandise on teespring.com/stores/the-postmodern-family. Thanks for watching. Bye.